Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode here on NRV Outdoors. Today we're here at the trophy trout stream again to do another fun challenge on a new interesting bait that I just found on the market recently. And that would be these Gulp Alive fat floating trout worms. These are Gulp Alive products that are soaked in this Gulp juice here. And they're just small little trout worms, one in a natural nightcrawler color and one in a bubblegum color. This morning I'm going to be using just a basic trout magnet rig. Just got a little 32nd ounce jig head here, along with our float. And we just got a little 7-foot Walmart combo with some 8-pound fluorocarbon line. We're going to pop these on. We're going to cast around, see if we can pick one up. So stay tuned, stick around, and let's have some fun. All right, guys, let's hop into this first jar here and grab us out one of these old floating fat trout worms. Make sure we turn that lid tightly so that stuff doesn't leak on us. Now all we're going to do with this morning to start off is we're just going to simply run it up onto our trout magnet rig, just like so. And we're just going to see if they like that, just like that, to start off the morning. First cast, guys. First cast of the morning with that Gulp fat worm. This one had to have it. Beautiful fish here. There we go. Not super big, but a nice fish to start off the morning. Get him unhooked there. Heck yeah, gorgeous fish there. Let's let him go. All right, very first cast. Cannot complain with that. Let's hop back in here and do it again. So I'm gonna flip him over and hook him from this side now. Since that first fish caused us a little bit of damage, I'm gonna make the same cast again. Just kind of plop it out there and let the current do its thing. Two casts in a row. That is unreal, guys. Two casts in a row, back to back. Ooh, line, a little bit of a drag puller here. Uh-oh, he's fighting hard this morning. Guys, that's two casts back to back and two hookups on the exact same fat floating trout worm. Floating fat trout worm, however they worded it. Oh, there went our worm. Plenty of fight left in that little guy. There we go. Beautiful fish. That's fish number 2 of the morning on the second cast. Let's let her go. There she goes, right here at our feet. Beautiful little fish. Heck yeah. All right, guys, a little tip from me is don't mess up something that's working. We bought those natural brown colors as well, but since we had 2 fish in 2 casts on this pink, we're just going to grab us out another one here, rig it up the exact same way. Do not fix something that's not broken. Let's get on back in here for cast number 3. If we can get 3 in a row, that would just be absolutely phenomenal. Uh-oh, we got a bite there. He dropped it. Oh, we got him. 3 in a row, guys. 3 in a row. That is unreal. This worm is putting in work this morning. There we go. There's fish number 3. See if we can save our worm this time. We did. Let's get him fish unhooked here. There we go. another gorgeous little rainbow. That little worm right there, guys, is absolutely putting in work this morning. All right, let's let this one go. There she goes. Heck yeah. Hit almost immediately, got him on. Oh, he popped off right there. Oh my gosh, that was another decent fish. All right, let's hop back in there. Got these fish fired. We're going to take advantage of it while we can. I could not imagine any reason that these fish would be hitting this thing so good, other than the fact that they are just really liking the presentation. Biggin. Oh gosh, biggin. Big one. Great old big one right there. All right, let's get out here in the creek to fight this fish. This is a big one. Yep, great old big one. Beautiful colored fish here. I'm telling you guys, this worm has been phenomenal this morning. Oh, we got to turn that fish. He's leaving on us. We got to turn him back upstream. Start coming this way, you big heifer. Fish has got all the power. We're just in for the ride. Get out of there. Oh, we got her. Heck yeah, guys. This fish hardly fits in this net. Heck yeah, guys. An absolute gorgeous fish right there. An absolute monster one. He took that worm. He could not stand it. Let's try to let him go. He fought really hard. See if we can get her energized enough to take off here. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, guys. That was an absolute monster fish. Let's tell you what, let's go ahead and get us on another one and let's try to do it again. I would like to say that wacky rigging this thing on a split shot rig would probably be the best way to fish this thing. Now, I will say that with the density of your hook as well as your fluorocarbon line, this little worm may not float. Oh, I had a bite. This little worm may not float quite as well as you would like, but I feel like that if you use a monofilament leader, just a short piece, and then a smaller hook, that when you wacky rig this thing here in this little fatter section here, with just your small little number 8 hook or something of that nature, I feel like that would work really well. As you guys know, I just love to float fish. So this technique right here is clearly working really well. So I would definitely recommend giving this a try. It's definitely working on a really high level. I'm super surprised at how well they're biting it this morning. Now when I'm looking at this, I'm kind of thinking that it may be big enough to split in half and use potentially as 2 baits, especially on these smaller trout magnet hooks. So I want to try that just to test the theory and see if it's as efficient in half as it is full length. So we'll pop him on there just like that, and we'll see if this is just as effective. I have a feeling that it will be, and if that's the case, then you can double your baits. So let's hop in here and find out. put that bait just on the outside of this current seam here. And we're just going to see if the fish have kind of moved off of the main current and over there to that slacker stuff. Since we've caught a couple, that may be the case. I've noticed in years past that when you start to disturb a pool, especially that's rested overnight like this one has, that the fish will tend to move right outside of their normal feeding location, and they'll just kind of stage and try to figure out what it is that's going on around them. And that may be the case right now. So we're going to continue to cast down the side of this current seam for a few minutes and just see if that's what's going on here. There we go. Got ourselves another one. Heck yeah. Let's head on down here to our little spot to do the net job. Another gorgeous little rainbow here. Beautiful little fish. I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to end this video on this fish right here. He's a gorgeous little fish to end the video on. If you guys enjoyed this little floating fat worm video, make sure you smash that like button. That I feel like this particular bait would be ideal and phenomenal on a Carolina rig, fishing way out in the middle of a pond. On these trout magnet rigs works well, and even wacky rigging it with the float and either bouncing along the bottom or floating it. But go ahead and head out and get yourself a jar of these and give them a try. They work super well. I believe that gulp scent really is a ticket. So get out if you can, do some fishing, be safe, and tight lines.